from Raleigh says, at what age does metabolism begin to slow significantly, and what can be done to help? I think, myself, I think we put a little too much emphasis on this metabolism business because having a high metabolism doesn't mean you can't gain weight, and having a low metabolism doesn't mean you can't lose weight.
It's true.
You just, what you eat matters, and the way your body interacts with it. So even people who come to me who've never lost weight in other places and so on and so forth, are assumed to have very low metabolisms. We change what they eat, and amazingly, they lose weight just fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had an old friend I used to work with in the ER. He had a very high metabolism, and I said, you can't get away with eating all that, so it's going to catch up with you. And so he he was always rocking Twinkies and drinking Cokes and stuff, and I had a chance to see him recently, and guess what?
You caught up with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure did. And
it happens to both men and women.
Yeah.
I think it's common to think like, oh, well, it's just women and their hormones.
Yeah.
Happens to men too.
It does.
Yeah. As we get older, things that maybe our bodies were able to handle in our teens, in our 20s, maybe even our 30s, they do start to change, and people do notice that. And I think a lot of it is it's just the habits that we once had and could get away with due to our youth and maybe our increased physical activity, we can't anymore. So what do?
Yeah.
We form a new plan. We change it. We do something different. And that's what we're really good at here, is helping you find a plan that works for you now. We may base it on something that worked before, but a lot of times we just need to tweak things. We need to tweak physical activity, because we do know that if we can increase or at least keep our lean body mass, especially our muscle mass, that's going to help us in the long run with health overall. And like Dr. Simon said, what we eat matters. As we get older, it's not necessarily a drop in metabolism that makes us intolerant to these ultra processed high carb foods. It's that they are wreaking havoc on our body. Sugar is toxic in high doses. That is what diabetes is. It is a sugar toxicity that eventually develops. So we just got to eat less of the stuff that maybe some of us have been partaking in the last few months.
That's right. You just nailed it right there. So your body's going to interact with food a certain way, right? And you want it to interact with food the right way.
Yes.
Yes. That's the key message there.
So the things that can be done, Sean, is give us a call if you haven't, right? A lower carbohydrate approach, or at least a less processed food approach is going to be very important, right? Some people may still be able to have some carbohydrate in a whole unprocessed form, but not this junky stuff like Twinkies and Twix or whatever.
Yeah, Twix.
Coke and, no. We can't be doing that stuff. We can't.